Can I sit?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
What's your name?
Parker.
Hi, I'm Bennett. Nice to meet you, Parker. Tell me about you.
I've lived in LA about 2.5 years,
Okay.
and I work in immersive theater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What is immersive theater?
Immersive theater is any theater or performance in which the audience becomes like a necessary player in the show. So if you've heard of a show called Sleep No More, that's sort of the most famous type of immersive theater, but can be anything, like even improv sort of sometimes falls under the large umbrella, like an escape room can fall under a similar umbrella. I really like immersive theater that's like super intimate and makes people sort of like tell me their life stories a little bit. Yeah.
Very cool. Is there anything that's challenging you right now and struggles?
Yeah, I'm having some struggles with, how to put it, my relationship with people. I have a sort of deep-seated fear that I am inherently annoying.
Okay.
And I don't know if I should move past that or if it makes me a better person to fear that.
Okay. And is this in general with specific people?
There's certain people who like for example, my roommate. She's been my best friend for like 8 or 9 years. I'm pretty sure she doesn't think I'm too annoying. But meeting new people, especially people that I want to be friends with, or I want to impress, or I want to keep in my life, there's always the fear that I am making their lives worse. And if I like another person and I want them to have a good life, am I making their life worse by being in it?
Well, do they give you any kind of feedback, or are you thinking this yourself?
I think this myself, but I can tell by like body language, or if somebody walks away from a conversation I'm in, like consistently. But then I also worry that if I'm not worried, then I'm going to become hubristic, and I'm going to become even worse. So if I have all this self-confidence,
well, I think it's great that you're so self-aware because it means you care, and I think that other people sense that, right? It's like
they do.
You don't think that they do.
Yeah, I have no way to know.
Have you ever asked?
Yeah, if there's a conflict, I'm pretty good at like discussing the interpersonal nature of that conflict. But so often it's not like a conflict that comes up. It's just I was at a party last week. It was my friend's birthday party, and I was there. And I sort of noticed that every time I started a conversation with somebody, they would walk away after a couple of minutes. There was always a better thing to do, and it wasn't the nature of the party for everybody to switch a conversation really fast. Other conversations went on for 20 or 30 minutes, but all of my conversations were limited.
Okay.
Am I a bad conversationalist? Did I offend who knows? What was it about me and the way I was acting? And I wasn't going to go up to somebody and be like, why did you walk away from me so quickly? Because that's not a productive way to interact with someone. But it felt bad.
Okay. Here's a question. Do you find that you stress yourself out by thinking about these so much?
No, because I always feel like my overthinking is helpful.
You enjoy overthinking?
I don't enjoy it, but I think there's a use to it.
I think there's a balance, right? It's like we want to be aware of how we make people feel, or like you said with the party, that people consistently might walk away. But I also think that if you take some time to maybe just like be in the moment and not think ahead so much, maybe there would be more of like an ease. Because you said that you're worried that you're annoying people, right? Maybe they sense that you're always worried about what you're doing next. And if you're more relaxed, maybe that vibe will give off to them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's definitely a true thing for like theater and acting. It's like, if you are a certain way, you'll express a certain way.
Yeah. Well, here's another thing as an actor is I feel like so much about life is faking, right? And I've heard many people say that we're all really just actors. I mean, doing this sometimes I feel like I have to fake being confident. So maybe there's
you have to have the answers.
Well, right, and I'm not prepared. We didn't meet before this, so I'm just kind of making up. It's like, oh, maybe when you're at a party or when you're with your group or whatever, maybe think of it like an acting exercise. You can be like
that's work then.
Well, I know it's work, but like that's where you shine. That's where you probably feel most at home, I imagine, on stage.
Yeah.
So maybe if you ever get so stressed that you're like, oh my God, what are they thinking about me? Go into that place where you shine, which is on stage, and treat it like an acting.
But then, am I just playing a character in my entire life? Am I ever being genuine by doing that then?
I don't think it's being genuine. I think you're just getting into that headspace of what it's like when you're on stage. In other words, when you're on stage, I bet you're a lot more carefree because you have to Right, I look good. Well, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's something to try. I don't know that it's the answer, but
Right.
I'm always interested in another like tool in my toolbox.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I'm curious now. I wish you all the best, and I'm very curious to see how it turns out.
I look forward to doing some A/B testing.
Amazing. Cool. Well, Parker, it was so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for the invite.
You have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye. Would you like any advice?
Sure.
Okay. What's your name?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel Bennett. Nice to meet you.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Tell me about you.
Well, I'm a magician.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, this is getting more and more interesting by the minute.
I mean, I can say a lot of different things,
Yeah.
but probably the most interesting, most direct thing is I'm a magician.
Hold on. Now, before I ask about the magic, how did you two meet?
Immersive theater.
Oh,
You're
okay.
immersive
So
theater.
you're in the
slash,
same.
slash also magic. I guess.
Yes, yeah. I came and saw your show.
You
Yeah.
saw my show.
Yeah.
Got it. Wow. Okay.
There we go.
Fascinating.
Very
Okay.
unique set of
Yeah.
people.
Amazing.
There you go.
Okay, so you're a magician.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing magic?
Really, my whole life. I started when I was 3 years old, and I've
Wow.
been practicing performing ever since.
Okay. Very cool. From LA or?
So from the San Francisco Bay Area. I moved here about 4 years ago. So
Okay.
it's been a struggle here in
Yeah.
LA. There's so much competition.
For sure.
Trying to find ways to separate myself from the crowd.
Absolutely. I'm curious, is the advice you're looking for magic related? Is it unrelated?
Oh, well, let's say maybe aside from the magic world, like how to find the balance and how to. I struggle with the administrative side of magic.
Okay.
It's a lot of marketing, a lot of booking, a lot of emails,
Yes.
which I'm overwhelmed by.
Right.
And I would love to just be performing and creating magic. I'm
Yes.
an inventor, and so I design a lot of my own magic effects.
Yeah.
I don't get to do that as much as I would like because most of the time I'm at an office just typing out emails.
Yeah.
I think finding that balance is the thing that I'm looking to figure out how to find.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think the thing is great is that we have an outlet, right? Because when things get stressful at work or when we're dealing with administrative stuff, at least we have something that kind of can help us out. Now, you said, just so I'm correct, were you talking about administrative as far as like dealing with promoting and marketing? And
Yeah, basically all of it. Like marketing is not a strong suit for me. So like having to do stuff for social media, having to do, posting, sending out emails, having to, reply to, people. All of it is a challenge.
Yeah.
I have to be a business person, basically.
For sure.
Show business. Business is a longer word.
Yeah. Listen, I think that is so relatable. Like being a creator myself is that what you have is good and like how you get it out there. I think leaning on your community is so important. Every chance that you can get to network, and by networking it can mean going to an event or it can mean telling one person hey, tell a friend about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure these are things that you hear and apply all the time, but sometimes you need to remind people, because when we get so caught up in the getting our act ready or getting another post ready, because we just get into that cycle. I know it's almost like going to the gym. It can be exhausting, but you just have to do it. I think it's so important that like every day you're doing at least one or two things to network. That can mean texting a friend and saying, hey man, just wanted to let you know about my magic show. You can tell 2 friends, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Or it could mean going spontaneously on Eventbrite and finding a networking event near you. Because we are in Los Angeles, we need to take advantage. There's no reason why we should be staying in our apartments, watching Netflix when we could be going out and meeting people.
Absolutely.
It's so amazing. Also, I meet people in the mall all the time getting my phone fixed or waiting in line.
You meet every people all over the place.
So if you're always in networking mode, you never know who you're going to meet that is just going to be the next fan.
Absolutely. That's
And
great.
I know the struggle. I know how much it can take a mental toll to have to try and like compete with all the other people on social media. But dude, if you stand out as a human being in person, I think that's what people are going to remember most.
I love it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Yeah. I hope to see you at one of my shows sometime.
You let me know and I'll be there.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.